Well, after a 3-year wait, I have just seen Scream 7. Now, you guys may have caught my out of theatre reaction. If you haven't, go and have a little look-see at that as well. Well, guys, I wanted to love this film. Now, I promise you, this is going to be spoiler-free, but it's also going to be in-depth without any spoilers. So, unlike other reviewers that just blah, 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 I'm going to give you such specifics on my feelings on this film. So I hope you stick around for the full review. Let's get into this and look deeper at Scream 7. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town where Sydney has built a new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. Determined to protect her family, she must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. So guys, you've got the plot of Scream 7 now. I'm going to get straight into this. Okay. Scream 7 is a real mixed bag for me, and as I said, I really wanted to go in and love the film, but my overall first problem with the film is the cinematography. Now, the director of photography, I guess under the direction of Kevin Williamson, the director, has gone for very soft, kind of almost like a filter over it. It's soft light, and it's quite soft, but the problem with this is too, it's also very dark. If you look at the four corners of the screen, and I saw it in a fantastic, huge, big, beautiful screen, and the four corners were literally dark. And even if it was a day shot, it was quite dark. He's gone so dark on this. Now, maybe he's trying to match one of the positives of the film, which was the kills. The kills in this film, some people are saying they're some of the goriest kills ever. No. They're not some of the goriest kills ever. They are the goriest kills ever. I think Kevin Williamson has really wanted to differentiate his kills compared to past kills, and I think he's been inspired by the horrific kills of the Final Destination franchise, where a lot of Scream kills is just stabbing in the chest, stabbing in the back, blah. This is stabbing through the head. This is seeing someone's guts literally all spill out onto the floor. This thing is gory, so wow, I was pretty shocked by that. So he's really brought back the gore. Now, the biggest problem with the film is there is an issue with the third act, and mostly that issue is the reveal. Now, it's not just the reveal of two certain people, but it's the motivation. The motivation here for the two killers is the weakest out of the entire 7 films, the entire franchise. This is really weak. You look at these two people and you think, why would they do that? Now, and then I can't say too much here, but you'll know when you see it, when Gale Weathers enters the film. It is a phenomenal entrance. It's so awesome. It involves a car. And when she gets out of that car, it involves a ghost face. And then you look at that ghost face and you think, well, who exactly was he? And okay, does this mean we have 3 ghost face? So it gets a little confusing.
I'm confused.
But then when we get to the real 2 ghost face, the killers, the relationship to that other ghost face is kind of quite meddling, a little bit confusing. Also, you have to wonder, how does this ghost face know so much? Get Sydney's phone number, get into her house so easily. Though, I appreciate this film finally gives us a scene where police, again, no crazy spoilers, this is nothing guys, it's not going to spoil the film. The police actually go into the house and do a sweep.
Sweep the leg.
No, not that kind of sweep. But they actually do a sweep where they're sweeping through the house looking for Ghostface, and it builds tension, and it's actually pretty good. But my big gripe is the plot armor, as I call it, character armor, because it's involving characters getting stabbed. From Scream 5 onwards, especially Scream 5, were shocking. Now, the plot armor in here, there is one person that gets butchered. And it's like, there's no way you can live through that. And that person's alive later. There's another character that has been butchered in the last few films, gets butchered again. And this character is all smiles and happy at the end of the film and walking along with their arm like this, as though the killer stabbed them in the arm. No, the killer hacked you, hacked your back, hacked at your neck, and then you're walking along at the end with a sore arm. They've got to stop this. They've got to stop this character plot armor. Now, I will say, I didn't give a stuff about Melissa Barrera being fired. And I didn't give a stuff about Jenna Ortega. And I don't care if some parts of the community out there, or people even watching this channel, find this controversial. When you work in Hollywood, which is heavily Jewish run, I mean, the best filmmaker of all time is Jewish. Okay, Steven Spielberg. And the producers of your film and the directors and whatnot, I'm pretty sure they were Jewish. You go and praise Palestine and say that the Jews are just causing a genocide considering they were defending their land after they got attacked. Well, your job's not going to be very safe. Now, to be really honest, I'm just not a Jenna Ortega fan. So she clearly quit because Barrera got fired.
She sucks at her job.
I didn't think I would miss Ortega. I actually didn't. But I didn't think I would miss Barrera. But I will say, I prefer, and I'm going to do a full Scream series ranking video very soon. But I will say, this film doesn't have the bounce, the punch that Scream 6 did. Now, even though it was shot in Montreal, it was supposed to be in New York, so it was like Scream in New York. And it had energy about it. It had better pacing about it. The pacing here with Scream 7 is a bit off. And it all just seems a little bit hampered in. And there's something just not quite right. And then again, the darkness in the cinematography, like I mentioned before, kind of just keeps this film hampered in for me. So it doesn't have the more beautiful colors and the clarity and quality of the visuals and the look that number 6 had, which I really like. Now look, I'm actually a huge fan of Scream 6, and I did not mind the ending, which a lot of people crap on. Well, the ending of Scream 6 is genius masterpiece compared to the ending of Scream 7. Unfortunately, it just really, really drops the ball. But, again, I don't really care that Barrera got fired, but I will say that, and I could not stand the Core 4 crap. And to be really honest, the two black characters, the brother and sister from 5 and 6, who have the worst plot armor in film history, character plot armor, they're back in this, and they must be back because of a contractual agreement, because they are useless in this film. And I think Kevin Williamson wrote their characters so bland and boring, like they've really got very little to do with this film. They didn't need to be in the film, but I think he's done it intentionally because they're not characters he created, and he knew they were more part of 5 and 6. So we don't need them in this franchise. I would be very happy if we never see those two in this franchise again. Now, I can't believe I'm going to say this because Scream is one of my all-time favourite franchises. It's James Bond for me, Star Wars, and Scream's right there. I love the Scream films. I know them all back to front. I watch them all the time, every year. I go through the entire series like 2 or 3 times a year. I love this franchise. It means the world to me. So I can't believe I'm saying this. Unless they let me write and direct Scream 8, which I would happily do, and I don't want to be a film director for hire, but they've got to add new blood. They've got to do something else with this, because I think the Sidney Prescott story saga is done. And Neve Campbell's performance here is really, really good. It's very natural. And when she's in scene with other actresses, there is a blonde actress in this that she shares a scene with, and you can see that the other actress is just delivering their lines. There's not that pause stop moment like a real person would think about what they're saying, pause a little bit and then talk. Where Neve Campbell, she's got that. This woman can act. She knows what she's doing, and she does these little pauses for thought and look away, look here and look there, and then she looks back at the person she's speaking to. You can tell this is, she is a very talented actress. Unfortunately, all the acting here is not up to the caliber of Neve Campbell, and I think they miscast the daughter. So the actress that plays the daughter, I think she's a little bit miscast here. I didn't buy her as Sydney's daughter. And also, again, which Hollywood does all the time, when you're trying to tell us that these are little 16, 17-year-olds, they literally look like they're 25, 27-year-olds. Even the core four, the two out of the core four, the two black people, one played by Mason Gooding, he looks like he's like going on 40 or 35. And I think he's only supposed to be about 21 or something, I don't know. But that's my overall thoughts on Scream 7, guys. I was disappointed. Look, I still think it's good-ish. It's okay. It's fun. I still think it's worth going to see in the cinema, absolutely. Some people are going to really like it. Some people aren't going to be bothered by the ending of it, and they're going to enjoy it. Some people are going to be pissed that Barrera and Ortega are gone. Some people are going to be happy that they're gone. So I don't know where you fall in that camp. So my recommendation is just go and see it, make up your own opinion, come back here, leave comments below what you think. But would I rank this highly within the Scream franchise? No. This is definitely a bit lower for me, and I just think it needs maybe now new freshness or completely restart, where it's different characters in a different part of America or even a different part of the world. Something new and fresh needs to happen if they're going to continue with Scream. That's just my take on it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Scream 7, or are you going to go and see it? And look, I hope you enjoy it, but I will be seeing it again. We're actually doing, where I work, at the cinema I work, they're doing a staff screening. So, hey, they're doing pizza before the screening. So I cannot, anyone knows me, I can't say no to free pizza. So I'll go and see it again, and hopefully I like it a bit more. Till next time, guys, thanks for joining me here. And until next time, look deeper into film. Thank you for watching this film review at Stevie G Talks Movies. And remember, guys, if you haven't already, tap the bell notification button and subscribed. This is your chance to do so now. Until next time, I'll catch you later. And don't forget, always look deeper into film.
I always had a thing for you, Sid!